Have you ever felt like life just isn't going your way? Like no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to catch a break? Well, what if I told you there's a way to change all that? A way to turn your life around and start attracting all the good things you've been dreaming of? It sounds too good to be true, right? But here's the thing, it's not. It's called the law of attraction, and it's been changing lives for centuries. Today, we're going to dive deep into this powerful concept and show you exactly how you can use it to transform your life. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is this law of attraction? Well, it's pretty simple when you break it down. The law of attraction is the idea that like attracts like. In other words, the thoughts and energy you put out into the world are what you get back. It's kind of like a boomerang. Whatever you throw out there comes right back to you. Think about it this way. Have you ever noticed that when you're in a bad mood, more bad things seem to happen? Maybe you stub your toe, then you spill your coffee, and then you get stuck in traffic. It's like the whole world is against you, right? Well, that's the law of attraction at work. Your negative thoughts and feelings are attracting more negative experiences. But here's the good news. It works the other way too. When you're in a good mood, feeling positive and optimistic, you might notice that good things start happening. You bump into an old friend, you find money in your pocket you forgot about, or you get an unexpected compliment. That's because your positive energy is attracting positive experiences. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds nice, but how does it actually work? Well, let's break it down a bit more. The law of attraction is based on the idea that everything in the universe is made up of energy, including our thoughts and feelings. And energy of a certain frequency attracts energy of the same frequency. So when you're putting out positive energy through your thoughts and feelings, you're attracting positive energy back to you in the form of experiences, opportunities, and even people. It's like tuning a radio. When you want to listen to a specific station, you have to tune into that frequency. The law of attraction works the same way. You're tuning into a certain frequency with your thoughts and feelings, and that's what you're receiving back from the universe. But here's the really exciting part. The law of attraction isn't just about attracting small, everyday things. It can be used to manifest big changes in your life. Whether you want to find your dream job, meet your soulmate, improve your health, or achieve financial abundance, the law of attraction can help you get there. Now, I know this might sound a bit out there, especially if you're hearing about it for the first time. But stick with me, because once you understand how to use the law of attraction, it can truly change your life in ways you never thought possible. So now that we know what the law of attraction is, let's talk about why it matters. Why should you care about this concept? Well, simply put, understanding and using the law of attraction can completely transform your life. Think about it. How many times have you felt stuck in a situation you don't like? Maybe it's a job you hate, a relationship that's not working, or financial struggles that never seem to end. We've all been there, and it's not a fun place to be. But what if I told you that you have the power to change all of that? That's what the law of attraction offers. It gives you the tools to take control of your life and start creating the reality you want. Instead of feeling like a victim of circumstance, you become the creator of your own destiny. And let me tell you, that's an incredibly empowering feeling. Let me share a quick personal story to illustrate this. A few years ago, I was in a pretty tough spot. I was working a job I hated, barely making ends meet, and feeling pretty hopeless about my future. I'd heard about the law of attraction before, but I'd always dismissed it as some new age nonsense. But at that point, I was desperate enough to try anything. So I started small. Every morning, I'd take a few minutes to visualize the life I wanted. I'd imagine myself in a job I loved, surrounded by positive people, and feeling financially secure. At first, it felt silly, like I was just daydreaming, but I kept at it. And I also started paying attention to my thoughts throughout the day, trying to stay positive even when things were tough. To my surprise, things started to change. It wasn't overnight, and it wasn't always easy, but gradually my life began to shift. I started meeting people who shared my interests and goals. I came across job opportunities I never would have found before. And bit by bit, my financial situation improved. Now, I'm not saying the law of attraction magically solved all my problems. I still had to put in the work, make tough decisions, and face challenges. But what it did do was open my eyes to opportunities I hadn't seen before. It gave me the confidence to pursue my goals and the resilience to keep going when things got tough. And that's really what the law of attraction is all about. It's not some magical spell that instantly gives you everything you want. Instead, it's a powerful tool that helps you reshape your mindset, recognize opportunities, and take inspired action towards your goals. But the benefits of the law of attraction go beyond just achieving your goals. When you start focusing on positive thoughts and feelings, you'll notice that your overall quality of life improves. You'll feel happier, more confident, and more at peace. You'll start attracting positive people and experiences into your life. And you'll develop a sense of trust in the universe and in your own ability to create the life you want. Now, I know some of you might be skeptical. You might be thinking, if it's that simple, why isn't everyone doing it? And that's a fair question. The truth is, while the concept of the law of attraction is simple, putting it into practice isn't always easy. It requires consistency, patience, and a willingness to change deeply ingrained thought patterns. But here's the thing. Even if you're skeptical, what do you have to lose by giving it a try? The worst that can happen is that you spend some time thinking positive thoughts and focusing on what you want in life. And the best that can happen? Well, you might just find yourself living the life of your dreams. So whether you're facing a specific challenge in your life or you just have a general sense that things could be better, the law of attraction can help. It's a tool that's available to everyone, regardless of your background, education, or current circumstances. All it takes is an open mind and a willingness to try something new. In the next sections, we're going to dive deeper into how you can actually start using the law of attraction in your daily life. We'll explore specific techniques and practices that can help you harness this powerful force and start creating the life you've always wanted. So stick around, because things are about to get really exciting. Now that we understand what the law of attraction is and why it's so important, let's dive into one of its most crucial aspects, the role of your thoughts and feelings. This is where the real magic happens, so pay close attention. You've probably heard the saying, "You are what you think." Well, when it comes to the law of attraction, this couldn't be more true. Your thoughts and feelings are like a blueprint for your life. They shape your beliefs, your actions, and ultimately, your reality. Let's break this down a bit. Every thought you have sends out a certain energy into the universe. Positive thoughts send out positive energy, while negative thoughts send out negative energy. And remember what we said earlier about like attracting like? Well, the energy you send out is the energy you attract back. But it's not just about positive thinking. Your feelings play a huge role too. In fact, your emotions are like a supercharger for your thoughts. When you combine a thought with a strong emotion, you're sending out an even more powerful signal to the universe. Think about it this way. Have you ever noticed that when you're really excited about something, more exciting things seem to happen? Or when you're feeling confident, more opportunities seem to come your way? That's because your positive emotions are amplifying your thoughts, sending out an even stronger positive signal. Now I know what some of you might be thinking, but I can't control my thoughts and feelings all the time. And you're right. We're human, and it's normal to have negative thoughts and feelings sometimes. The key is not to try to eliminate negative thoughts entirely, but to become more aware of them and learn to shift them when you can. Take a deep breath and close your eyes. For the next minute, just pay attention to the thoughts that pop into your head. Don't try to change them or judge them. Just notice them. When the minute is up, open your eyes and reflect on what you observed. Were your thoughts mostly positive or negative? Were they about the past, present, or future? Were there any recurring themes? This exercise can be really eye-opening. Many of us don't realize how many negative or unhelpful thoughts we have throughout the day. But once you start noticing them, you can begin to change them. So how do you actually change your thoughts and feelings? Well, it takes practice. But here are a few techniques you can try. Positive affirmations. These are positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly. For example, I am capable of achieving my goals, or I attract abundance into my life. At first, it might feel a bit silly or like you're lying to yourself, especially if you don't fully believe these statements yet. But keep at it. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more your subconscious mind will start to believe them. Reframing. This involves looking at situations from a different perspective. When something negative happens, try to find a positive aspect or a lesson you can learn from it. For example, if you didn't get a job you applied for, instead of thinking, I'm not good enough, try thinking, this wasn't the right opportunity for me. Something even better is on its way. Gratitude practice. Focusing on what you're grateful for is a powerful way to shift your energy. Each day, try to think of at least 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be big things. It could be as simple as a delicious cup of coffee or a beautiful sunset. Visualization. Spend some time each day visualizing your ideal life. Really try to feel the emotions you would feel if you were living that life. This not only helps you attract what you want, but it also helps you clarify your goals and stay motivated. Mindfulness. Practice being present in the moment. Often, our negative thoughts are about the past or future. By focusing on the present, you can reduce anxiety and negative thinking. Remember, changing your thought patterns takes time and practice. Don't get discouraged if you find yourself slipping into negative thoughts. Just gently remind yourself to shift back to a more positive mindset. As you start to become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, you'll likely notice some patterns. Maybe you tend to think negatively about yourself, or perhaps you worry a lot about the future. Recognizing these patterns is the first step to changing them. It's also important to understand that your thoughts and feelings don't just affect your mood, they affect your actions too. When you're feeling positive and confident, you're more likely to take risks, pursue opportunities, and persevere in the face of challenges. On the other hand, when you're feeling negative or doubtful, you might hold yourself back or give up too easily. This is why working on your thoughts and feelings is so crucial. By cultivating a positive mindset, you're not just attracting good things. You're also empowering yourself to take the actions necessary to achieve your goals. Now, I want to address something important here. Some people misunderstand the law of attraction and think it means you should ignore negative emotions or pretend everything is perfect all the time. That's not the case at all. It's normal and healthy to experience a range of emotions, including negative ones. The key is not to dwell on negative emotions or let them control your life. Feel them, acknowledge them, learn from them if there's a lesson to be learned, and then let them go. Replace them with more positive thoughts and feelings when you can. It's also worth noting that while changing your thoughts and feelings is powerful, it's not a substitute for taking action. The law of attraction works best when you combine positive thinking with inspired action. We'll talk more about this in a later section. For now, I want you to start paying attention to your thoughts and feelings. Notice how they affect your mood, your actions, and the situations you find yourself in. And remember, every positive thought, no matter how small, is a step towards creating the life you want. In the next section, we're going to talk about a powerful technique that can help you harness the law of attraction even more effectively: visualization. So keep listening, because this is where things start to get really exciting. Let's dive into one of the most powerful tools in the law of attraction toolkit: visualization. Think of visualization as your own personal mental movie maker. It's a way to create vivid, detailed images in your mind of what you want to achieve or experience in your life. Now you might be thinking, isn't this just daydreaming? Well, yes and no. While visualization does involve using your imagination, it's more purposeful and focused than regular daydreaming. When you visualize, you're not just passively thinking about what you want, you're actively creating a mental experience of it. Here's why visualization is so powerful. Your brain doesn't always know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. When you visualize something in great detail, your brain starts to believe it's real. This can lead to changes in your behavior, your beliefs, and even your physical body. Let me give you an example. Studies have shown that athletes who visualize themselves performing their sport can actually improve their physical performance, even without extra physical practice. Their brains are creating neural pathways as if they were actually doing the activity. Pretty amazing, right? So how can you use visualization to attract what you want in life? Here's a simple exercise you can try. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to relax. Now, think about something you want to achieve or experience. It could be anything: a new job, a loving relationship, a healthier body, or financial abundance. Start to create a vivid mental image of this desire as if it's already happened. Use all your senses. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? Maybe even what do you smell or taste? The more detailed you can make this mental image, the better. Most importantly, allow yourself to feel the emotions you would feel if this desire had already come true. Feel the joy, the excitement, the gratitude. Really let yourself experience these positive emotions. Do this for about 5 to 10 minutes. When you're done, take a few deep breaths and slowly open your eyes. Try to do this visualization exercise regularly, ideally every day. The more you practice, the more vivid and powerful your visualizations will become. Remember, visualization isn't about escaping reality or ignoring your current situation. It's about programming your mind to recognize and act on opportunities that align with your goals. When you consistently visualize what you want, you're more likely to notice opportunities in real life that can help you achieve it. Visualization can also help boost your confidence and motivation. When you can clearly see and feel your desired outcome, it starts to feel more achievable. This can give you the courage to take action towards your goals, even when faced with challenges. Now let's talk about another key aspect of the law of attraction: gratitude. Gratitude isn't just about being polite or having good manners. It's a powerful force that can significantly impact your ability to attract positive things into your life. When you practice gratitude, you're focusing on the good things you already have in your life. This does two important things. First, it puts you in a positive emotional state, which, as we've discussed, helps you attract more positive experiences. Second, it shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, which can help reduce feelings of scarcity and fear. Think about it this way. Have you ever noticed that when you buy a new car, you suddenly start seeing that same model everywhere? It's not that there are suddenly more of those cars on the road. It's that your brain is now tuned to notice them. Gratitude works in a similar way. When you start focusing on the good things in your life, you'll start noticing more and more positive things. So how can you incorporate gratitude into your daily life? Here's a simple practice you can start today. Each night before you go to bed, think of 3 things you're grateful for from that day. They don't have to be big things. Maybe you're grateful for the delicious lunch you had, or the kind smile from a stranger, or the comfortable bed you're about to sleep in. Really feel the gratitude for each of these things. Let the feeling of appreciation fill your body. You might even want to write these things down in a gratitude journal. As you do this regularly, you'll likely find that you start noticing more things to be grateful for throughout your day. You're training your brain to look for the positive, and this can have a profound effect on your overall outlook and experiences. Gratitude can also help you maintain a positive attitude even when things aren't going as well as you'd like. By focusing on what you're grateful for, you can shift your energy from frustration or disappointment to appreciation and hope. Remember, the law of attraction is all about the energy you're putting out into the world. When you're in a state of gratitude, you're radiating positive energy, which in turn attracts more positive experiences and opportunities. Now, let's address a common misconception about the law of attraction. Some people think that all you need to do is visualize what you want and feel grateful, and everything will magically fall into place. While positive thinking and gratitude are crucial, they're not the whole story. To really harness the power of the law of attraction, you need to combine these mental and emotional practices with inspired action. What do I mean by inspired action? Well, it's not about forcing yourself to do things you hate or grinding away at tasks that drain you. Inspired action comes from a place of excitement, enthusiasm, and alignment with your goals. When you're consistently visualizing your goals and feeling grateful, you'll likely start to feel nudges or intuitions about steps you could take towards your dreams. Maybe you'll feel inspired to take a certain class, reach out to a particular person, or try something new. These nudges are your inspired action calling. The key is to pay attention to these feelings and act on them. Even if they seem small or unrelated to your big goals, these inspired actions can lead you down unexpected paths towards what you want. Let me give you an example. Let's say you've been visualizing a new, fulfilling career. One day you feel a sudden urge to attend a local networking event, even though it's not in your usual field. You follow that urge and go to the event. There, you meet someone who tells you about a job opening that perfectly matches what you've been visualizing. That's inspired action at work. Now, this doesn't mean you should sit around waiting for inspiration to strike before you do anything. Sometimes, inspired action might look like doing the necessary groundwork, updating your resume, learning a new skill, or making a plan. The key is to approach these tasks with a positive attitude, seeing them as exciting steps towards your goal rather than boring chores. Remember, the universe can't deliver opportunities to you if you're sitting at home with the doors locked. You need to get out there, be open to new experiences, and be willing to take some risks. As you take inspired action, pay attention to how you feel. If an action feels forced or draining, it might not be the right path. Inspired action should feel energizing and exciting, even if it's also a bit scary or challenging. Also, don't get too attached to specific outcomes. Sometimes an inspired action might not lead directly to what you think you want, but it could open up even better opportunities that you hadn't considered. Trust the process and stay open to possibilities. Taking inspired action also helps reinforce your belief in the law of attraction. As you start to see positive results from your actions, your faith in the process grows, which in turn helps you attract even more positive experiences. So, to recap, visualize your goals, practice gratitude, and then take inspired action. This combination is the real secret to harnessing the power of the law of attraction. It's not just about thinking positive thoughts. It's about aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with what you want to create in your life. In the next sections, we'll talk about how to overcome common obstacles in practicing the law of attraction and the importance of consistency and patience. So stay tuned, because we're about to tackle some of the challenges you might face on your law of attraction journey. Now that we've covered the basics of using the law of attraction, let's tackle one of the biggest challenges you might face: dealing with doubts and negative thoughts. It's completely normal to have these. We're human after all. But learning to manage them is crucial for success with the law of attraction. First, let's talk about doubts. When you're trying to manifest something big in your life, it's natural to wonder if it's really possible. You might think, can I really attract my dream job? Or, is it possible for me to find true love? These doubts can create a blockage in your manifestation process. Here's the thing about doubts. They're just thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. When you notice a doubt creeping in, try this technique. Acknowledge the doubt. Don't try to push it away or ignore it. Thank your mind for trying to protect you. Often doubts come from a place of self-preservation. Gently replace the doubt with a more positive thought. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never be able to afford my dream home," you could replace it with, "I'm open to new opportunities that will allow me to afford my dream home." Now let's talk about negative thoughts. These can be even trickier than doubts because they often feel more deeply ingrained. You might have negative thoughts about yourself, others, or the world in general. These negative thoughts can act like a barrier, preventing positive experiences from coming your way. The cancel technique. When you catch a negative thought, say or think cancel, and immediately replace it with a positive thought. Question your thoughts. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? What evidence do I have for and against it? Use affirmations. Create positive statements that counteract your common negative thoughts. Repeat these regularly. Practice mindfulness. By staying present in the moment, you can reduce the spiral of negative thinking. Remember, the goal isn't to never have a negative thought. That's not realistic. The goal is to become aware of your thoughts and learn to shift the negative ones more quickly. Now let's talk about two crucial elements for success with the law of attraction: consistency and patience. These might not sound as exciting as visualization or inspired action, but they're absolutely essential. Consistency means practicing the law of attraction techniques regularly, not just when you feel like it or when things are going well. It's about making visualization, gratitude, and positive thinking a part of your daily routine. Think of it like working out. You wouldn't expect to get fit by going to the gym once a month, right? The same principle applies here. The more consistently you practice, the stronger your manifestation muscles become. Set a specific time each day for your law of attraction practices. Start small. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a big difference. Use reminders or apps to help you stay on track. Make it enjoyable. Find ways to make your practice fun and rewarding. Now let's talk about patience. This is often the hardest part for many people. We live in a world of instant gratification, and it's easy to get frustrated when things don't manifest immediately. But here's the truth. Big changes often take time. The universe doesn't operate on your schedule. Sometimes things need to align in ways you can't see or understand right now. This doesn't mean you should just sit back and wait. Remember, inspired action is key. But as you take action, cultivate patience. Trust that things are working out even if you can't see the results yet. Focus on the journey, not just the destination. Enjoy the process of growth and change. Celebrate small wins along the way. Every step forward is progress. Practice acceptance of the present moment while still working towards your goals. Remember that timing is everything. Sometimes a delay is actually for your benefit. Consistency and patience work hand in hand. By consistently practicing the law of attraction techniques, you're constantly reinforcing your desires and beliefs. And by being patient, you're allowing the universe the time it needs to bring your desires into reality. We've covered a lot of ground in this video, from understanding what the law of attraction is, to learning specific techniques like visualization and gratitude, to overcoming obstacles and cultivating consistency and patience. Remember, the law of attraction isn't a magic wand that instantly gives you everything you want. It's a powerful tool that, when used correctly and consistently, can help you reshape your thoughts, feelings, and actions to create the life you desire. As you begin to apply these principles in your life, you'll likely start to notice changes. Maybe you'll feel more positive and optimistic. Perhaps you'll start seeing more opportunities around you. You might find yourself taking actions you never would have considered before. But remember, this is a journey. There will be ups and downs, successes and setbacks. That's all part of the process. The key is to keep going, to stay consistent in your practice, and to be patient with yourself and the universe. Start small. Maybe begin with a daily gratitude practice or a few minutes of visualization each morning. Pay attention to your thoughts and start replacing negative ones with more positive alternatives. Take inspired action when you feel called to do so. And most importantly, believe in yourself and in the power of the law of attraction. You have the ability to create amazing changes in your life. You are the author of your own story, the creator of your own reality. So go out there and start attracting the life you've always dreamed of. Remember, the universe is abundant and there's more than enough for everyone. Your dreams are waiting for you to claim them. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the law of attraction. I hope you found it helpful and inspiring. Now it's time for you to take what you've learned and put it into practice. Your new life is waiting for you. Are you ready to attract it?